So we're gonna start standing up here. Just stand up, we're gonna just start with some shoulder rolls. And then go the other way. And then we're gonna circle up and release. Inhale, big stretch up. Exhale, arms down, and then inhale, stretch up. This time we're gonna stay up there. We're gonna take some side bends, right and left. And then again, each way. And then come back up, stretch up one more time. And then exhale, just shake out those arms on the way down. Shake out the legs, just get all warmed up. So we're gonna start out with just doing like a crossover. So you're gonna just turn your leg to the inside as you tap the inside of your leg. We're just gonna do it alternating. So opposite arm to opposite inside of your leg. Right? So just working a little bit on those inner thighs. We're just gonna go in and out like this, just breathing as you tap. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1, and then we're going to step out wide with the arms wide, and we're going to do windmills from here. So as you exhale, you're going to bring your left hand to top of the right leg. You'll inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, right hand up. Inhale up. So keep alternating sides. Make sure you return all the way up to the center before you go to the other side. And 3 more, and 2, and last one. Coming all the way up, and we're going to step our feet together. We're going to bring our heels together, toes apart. So we're going to be in this like V shape with our legs. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders are back. We're going to do a little plie squat. So we're going to bend the knees, and you're going to squeeze your inner thighs together as you straighten them. Exhale and inhale. Just really think about lifting everything up so you're engaging your core muscles. They come all the way from those feet, inner thighs, pelvic floor, and belly. Bend and straighten. About 3 more of these, and then we're going to add on to that. Last one, and then we're going to lift the heels up. So we're lifting up the heels, lower the heels, bend and straighten. Let's lift, lower, bend, straighten. Lift, lower, bend, straighten. If you would like to add arms to this, you're going to lift the arms up, lift the heels up, and then lower the arms, bend the knees. So lift the arms, lift the heels, lower the arms, bend the knees. Three more. And 1 more. Lift up, stay up, breathe, reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, lower down. And shake it all out. All right, so we're gonna grab our chair. And we're gonna be using that for some work tonight for our glutes to start out with. And so we're going to start out, our hands are going to go on the seat of the chair. So we're going to be in this little like tabletop position. Okay, so we're going to bend your left knee and we're going to take the right foot. And we're going to turn it out. Show what it looks like from the front. You're turning it out and you're resting your ankle on the back of your calf. So both knees are going to be bent. And then as you exhale, you're going to straighten both. So you're bending and straightening, reach back. So exhale as you reach that leg back. Inhale as you bend the book. Exhale, reach. Inhale to bend. Exhale, reach. Inhale to bend. So keep your core nice and tight as we do this. Strengthening those glutes. And you got one more. And then we're gonna hold the leg back there. We're just gonna lift and lower the leg for 10 repetitions. That's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna hold it up there. So just hold it there and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knee in, and then we're gonna come up and just shake out the legs before we go to the other side. So inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring them down to your chair. And we're gonna switch the legs. So now you're gonna have your left leg gonna bend, and we're gonna bend both knees and straighten through each leg. Then exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Use your core. Make sure everything stays strong. Keep that pelvic floor lifted. Lower belly nice and strong. Reach away on that exhalation. Three more. And 2. And then this last one, you're gonna hold it out there, and then we're lowering and lifting. Lower and lift. You got 8 more of those. 4, 3, 2, the last one, hold it up there. Just holding it in a static hold, pulling those glutes working. 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Stand up nice and tall, strike those arms up. Good, exhale, bring them down, shake out the legs. All right, so we're gonna turn around and you're gonna grab your weights and just have them nearby. So just put them on the side of your chair. So you have them, and we're gonna have a seat here. So the first thing, we're gonna put this together in like a, kind of like a set, right? So we're gonna do like 4 to 5 different exercises. We're gonna go through each exercise one time, and then we're gonna go through them again. So 2 sets, we're gonna do that. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do standing and sitting, right? So we're gonna use our core muscles nice and strong as we stand up and then sit back down. We're gonna do 10 of those. So I want you to just lean forward, and then on your exhale, you're going to stand up. And you're going to inhale at the top, and then you're going to exhale, have a seat. And we've got 9 more of those. So use your out breath, lifting up from here, and then lifting up as you sit back down. So we're using all of our core muscles to stand up, so it doesn't all go into our legs. Same thing when you sit down. Lift up, take an inhale, exhale, have a seat. So it's control, we're not flopping down. We're using that control even as we take a seat. So I'm not flying down into my seat. I'm using that control to stand, using that control to sit. A couple more of these. Leaning forward, exhale, lift up. And then take a breath in and exhale, have a seat. We're going to stay in our seated position. And you're going to grab your heavier weights that you're going to use. And we're going to start out with seated rows. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to hinge forward from your hips. Your arms are going to reach forward. Your gaze is going to be on the floor, and we're going to exhale, pull back. So you're going to feel your shoulder blades coming together. So it's inhale here, exhale to pull. Go with that. We're going to do 10 more of these. Good, you got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and then 1 more pull. And then we're going to hold it there. We're going to pulse it back. So just little tiny pulses. Really feel that in your upper back, strengthening the upper back muscles. Okay, 3, 2, 1, sit up tall. All right, so you want to grab your lighter weights. We're going to do some reverse flies, which is going to hit those rear delts and upper back muscles. Okay, so this one you want to come really far forward onto your chair, because we are going to hinge forward a lot more, and your weights are actually going to be underneath of your legs. And that's why I should do the lighter weights. So if you want to watch for 1 second, you're going to take them out to the side. You want to think about turning your thumbs down towards the floor and then just bring them back to neutral position. So you're exhaling to reach out, inhaling to bring them in. Exhaling, reaching out, and back in. So you will be feeling this in your upper back and rear delts. That's the backs of your shoulders. Again, these are postural muscles. They have to be really strong. Make sure you're breathing. We've got 4 more of these. 3, 2, and then last one. Release, and then come all the way up to seated. And we're just gonna do seated bicep curls. You can switch to your heavier weights here if you want. And you're sitting up tall. We're gonna turn the palms to face up, and you're gonna bring your elbows in right towards your sides. I'm still sitting at the edge of my chair because I'm using all my core muscles to kind of hold me up here. So as you exhale, you're pulling those weights up, and then as you release them down, control it. So don't let the weights pull your arms down. You're going to control them as you lower. So you take about 3 counts to lift, about 3 counts to lower. Stand up tall, really feel those bicep muscles working. You're breathing, full breaths in and out. We've got 2 more of these. Last one. Beautiful. And then we're going to work on the triceps. So in order for that to happen, we have to hinge forward a little bit. You're going to pull your arms back like you're doing the row. And then we're going to straighten the arms and bend them. So you're holding them back there. So you're just isolating that tricep muscle on the back of your arm. So you're pushing them back. The only thing that's moving is that elbow joint. Shoulders are staying still. Everything else is just hanging out there. Core nice and tight. And just feel those back of those arms working here. Okay, let's do 3 more. And then one last one. Hold it back there, breathe. 1 more, and come all the way up. Roll those shoulders. Set your weights down. And actually, if you want to hold your weights while we do the next set of those stand-in sits, it will make it a little more challenging, but you don't have to do that, it's up to you. So you're gonna bring your feet so they're right underneath your knees. You're gonna hinge forward on your exhale or standing up. Inhale at the top, exhale, control it on the way down. Exhale, rise up. Inhale at the top, exhale, all the way down. Inhale and then exhale, coming up. So make sure you're using all those muscles. Practice this anytime during the day. You know, you're getting up, you're watching a program, maybe during the commercials, you can do these stand-in sits. You're gonna do about 2 sets of 10. Really helps to work on your glutes, your hamstrings, your core, your pelvic floor. Then we got 1 more up. And have a seat. Good, grab your heavier weights. We're gonna go through round 2 of those weights. So we're sitting up tall. Then take a breath. We're hinging forward from the hips, long spine. Arms are just gonna hang down by your side. As you exhale, you're pulling back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, release. So you're feeling that strength in your upper back, in your shoulders. Doesn't feel like it's enough weight, you can always add, like you can put your 2 separate weights in your hand, make it a little heavier, choose a heavier weight. As you start to get stronger and you progress, you might feel like you want a little heavier weight. Then 2 more. And on this next one, we're gonna hold it back and we're gonna do those little tiny pulses. So you're just pulling back and back and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release, come all the way up. All right, let's switch to the lighter weights for those reverse flies. So I'm just using 2s for this one. Sit up nice and tall, and then exhale, hinge. Your arms are just hanging down here right underneath your legs. Your gaze is down, and then you're going to reach those arms out to the side, thumbs pointing down, and release. Inhale and exhale. Think about broadening your back, especially that upper back. Let's do 5 more of these. If you get tired, you can always take a break. Do a couple more. Last one. And go ahead and release. Change to your heavier weights for your biceps. And sit up tall. So we're going to change our biceps. We're going to do hammer curls. So you're going to hold the weights like this time. And just kind of point them down. So the hammer curls, you're just going to pull them straight up and straight down. So it just works a different part of that bicep muscle. Works a little bit more in those forearms as well. So just remember, you're controlling it on both directions. So as you come down and pull up, you want to try to keep it like at least a 3 count. So it's slow and controlled. You even make it slower if you want. And you will feel a lot more as you slow it down. Makes a lightweight feel all of a sudden heavy. That's a good thing, right? Keep breathing. Have a few more of these guys. Good, last one. Bring it all the way up and release it down. We're gonna go right into triceps. You can hold on to these 30s. Your triceps are pretty strong. So hinging forward, and you're gonna pull your elbows back just like you're doing that row. And all we're gonna do is straighten and bend at the elbow joint. So I feel this in the backs of your arms, tricep muscle there. It really looks nice when you wear those sleeveless tops in the summer and you get those shapely arms, guys, you know. Looks good. Strengthen our triceps. Nice strong arms, strong bodies. Good, we're gonna do 3 more and then we're gonna hold that last one back there. So hold it back, stay there and breathe. Try to hold it for 10 counts if you can. Good, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up, roll those shoulders. Okay, so we are gonna stand up and we're just gonna set the weights aside. You can move your chair, let's get out of your way here for this little bit. It's coming up next. Okay, so we're gonna use 1 weight, or you can use 2 if you wanted to. We're gonna do some squats here. With the weights, we're gonna hold them right in front. So I'm gonna have 1 in each hand. And we're gonna take our legs a little bit wider and the toes are gonna be slightly turned out. So when you come down into the squat, we're thinking about reaching those hips back and then push down and lift up. Okay, I'll turn to the side so you can see it. So my butt is going back, like I'm sitting in the chair, and I'm pushing down my feet and straightening those legs. So reach back. You want to think about your tailbone moving back, really using your core muscles lifting up to help you stand. So lift up that pelvic floor too. Everything is nice and strong in your core as you do these squats. I've got 3 more squats and then we're going to do little pulses. So we're going to come down and we're just going to hang out here. This is called the basement, right? And we're going to do little tiny pulses here. We're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You should feel those legs burning. 3, 2, and 1, and stand on up there. Good. And then we're going to set the weights aside. Now you could use weights for this next one, but I'm going to show it with no weights. So I want you to work on more of your form, and then we can always add weights in the future. So we'll come back to these side lunges. So we're going to do side lunges. So you're going to be stepping out. You want to watch me do it. You're going to step out. So my toes are kind of pointed out, and I'm going to bend this knee. And at the same time, I'm kind of pushing my butt out. And then I'm going to use that exhale to pull the leg back in. Now, if you feel like this is too much and you're off balance, use the wall, number one. You could also stay out there and just do this bending and straightening of this leg. And this is going to be more of like an advanced move, moving in and out. So try it, and if you feel like it's throwing you off, just stay out there and just work on bending and straightening this one leg. This one's straight, or use the wall or your chair for support. All right, you ready? Here we go. So we're going to do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. So we're going to step out first with that right. And as you come to the squat, think about moving your hips back, and then you're going to step back in on that exhale. That was 1. And 2. Here we go. So this will also be a little more cardiovascular because we're moving a lot of our big muscles in our legs. We're using our core, stepping in and out. And this will be our last one. And you're going to step in, and then we're going to switch sides and make sure you have room on the other side. So step out first just to kind of test it out with your knee, make sure everything feels good on the side, check your alignment, and then step back in. That was the test one. Now we're going to count. Ready? And step out and back in. So think about stepping out, pushing your butt out, and stepping back in. You put your hands here on your waist. You can do it. You can actually use your arms to kind of help you. So exhale, come back in. Inhale, press out. Exhale, come in. This is where you want to like, okay, maybe I will use the weights and see how that feels. Or maybe next time. It's nice and strong. So 2 more of these. And then step together, shake out the legs, shake out the arms, roll those shoulders. All right, so we're gonna step, actually we'll grab our weights for the next one. We're gonna do some overhead presses with some squats. So you wanna have your feet parallel, and we're gonna just prep our shoulder press right here. So let's just do a shoulder press to kind of test our weight, make sure it's a good one. Right, if it's too heavy, go ahead and drop it. If it's too light, grab your heavier ones. If it's just right, hold on to it. All right, so here's our shoulder press. We're just pressing up and down. We'll add the squat to this. So you can take your feet a little wider if that feels good. You're gonna come into the squat first, and then as you straighten your legs, you're pressing up. Okay? So squat and rest, lift up that belly. As you come to your squat, bring your sitting bones back, and press up high as you straighten. Breathing in and out. Got 2 more of these. Last one, and release. And now we're gonna step out wide, and we're gonna do upright rows, right? So our legs are kind of turned out a little bit. We're gonna bend the knees like in our plie squat, and then as you straighten your legs, you're gonna pull up, right? So think about leading with your elbows. Try that and see how that feels in the body. If you need to change the weight, go ahead and do that. No weights are also fine. So you're pulling the weights all the way up to your chin, and then lowering them down as you bend the knees. Pulling up, and bending. Now let's do 4 more of these. You will feel these in your shoulders for sure. Last one, pull up, and then release. Set your weights down, and we're going to come back to sitting again. So grab your chair. Grab a drink real quick before we go into this next series. Okay, so the next series is going to be legs and core. Okay, so more leg stuff, but seated legs. But not that they're going to be easy by any means. All right, so we're sitting on the chair towards the edge. Okay, sitting up tall. Take a breath, engage your core, and we're going to float that right leg up. So you're holding the leg up here, and we're gonna just pulse the leg up. So you're gonna feel this in your quadricep. So you're lifting and lowering. Your foot does not touch the floor. It's coming right above it. A couple more of these. And then we're gonna add on to this. So we're gonna take our leg out, in, up, down. So it's out and in, up and down. Are you thinking, like I'm thinking commercial time, right? While you're watching your TV program. Maybe like, I am not gonna watch any shows with commercials, but she's gonna think I'm gonna do all this while all the commercials are. I know. All right, a couple more of these, and you will feel these in your quadricep and your hip flexor. The last one, and bend the knee. And just pat it out, right? Because you're gonna feel this a little burning up here. Just pat it out before we go to the other leg. All right, so sit up tall. You can hold onto your chair, roll the shoulders back, take a breath, and you're extending the left leg, and we're just pulsing it up and up and up. Strengthening those legs, guys. It feels good. Oh, doesn't it? It feels great. I'm lying. All right, lift, and now you're gonna take your leg out to the side, pull it in, lift, lower. So it's out, in, lift, lower. Out, in, lift, lower. A few more of these. Out and in, lift and lower. Two more. Out, in, lift, lower. Out, in, ouch, ouch. Bend your knee, tap it out. Yeah, those were really good, right? So just massage that out. Take a breath. All right, so let's do some core, and then I have more leg stuff, but I'm gonna break it up a little bit. So you're gonna be holding onto the chair, and we're gonna think about drawing your lower belly in, engaging your pelvic floor, and we're gonna lift up one leg at a time. So your knee is staying bent. We're just lifting it up. So you want you to feel like you're using your core to lift your legs. I don't want you leaning back like this. Try to stay upright as much as you can to get that leg to lift off of the floor. Right, so try not to cheat too much. Lift and lower. Use your core. All right, so I'm gonna make it a little harder. So you're gonna lift one leg, and then before you put it down, you're gonna pick up the other one, right? And then do that again. So you're gonna basically have two legs in the air at the same time, but it's on its way down as the other one's on its way up. Right, you're gonna feel this a little bit more. Try to sit up tall as you can as you switch and switch and switch and switch. One more, switch, and then relax. Good, pull forward over your legs here, just take a stretch. Deep breath in and out. And let's roll it up. All right, we're gonna do the leg series again. We're gonna come back to the core stuff, giving everything a little bit of a break. All right, so this one's gonna be isometric holds. So your hands are gonna go to your outer thighs. And we're gonna think about trying to push your legs apart and your hands are pushing in. So you're not letting either one win, right? So you're just at a stalemate. So keep pushing, and you wanna feel this in your outer thighs as you do this. And we're gonna hold it for about 20 seconds. With a 20-second hold, keep pushing your legs into your hands, hands to the legs. Good, and then release it, shake out your arms. Then we're gonna do the same thing with the inner thighs. So you're gonna put your hands to your inner thighs, and you're gonna take your legs a little further apart. You're trying to push your legs together, and at the same time, you're pushing out. Right, so you're ready, you're gonna do 20 seconds here, holding it. Pushing and pushing, right? So feeling that isometric contraction in those inner thighs. For 10 more seconds. And go ahead and release that. Shake out the legs. All right, as promised, we're coming back to that core work, all right? So let's start with just one leg at a time. Lifting, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Okay, and then if you want to get a little more crazy with it, see if you can keep them both in the air, and then just make sure you're keeping your core really strong, keeping that lift in that pelvic floor, alternating. And then, see if you can hold both up there. See how long you can hold it for. and let it go and fold forward over those legs. Release that head down, shake it out, and then roll yourself up. All right, so we are going to come down to the floor for our bridging and for our chest work. All right, so you're going to need your weights, and that'll be all you'll need. It's just these. We're going to come down to the floor onto our backs. Okay, so if for any reason you can't come down to the floor on your back, you can do the chest work sitting in the chair. You'll just do the chest flies and the chest presses, and you can also do your push-ups at the wall. Right? If you're coming down to the floor, you're just laying down on your back, and we're going to have the knees bent. So we're going to grab our heavier weights. So whatever for you that is. Me, it's my threes. Should have grabbed that before I went down. All right, so you're just gonna prep for shoulder presses here, right? So we're gonna start out, we're gonna do a bridge. So we're gonna lift up your hips and lower down, and then we're gonna do a chest press. So we're gonna alternate that. Lift, lower, right? So you're doing this in opposition, right? So one goes and then the other. And then we're gonna do two more like that, and then we're gonna put them together into one move, right? So here we go. We're gonna lift the hips at the same time the arms go up. And you're gonna lower the hips at the same time the arms come down. So it's lift and lower. Right, stay with that, up and down. So we've got three more like this. And then last one, lower down. All right, now we're gonna come into cobbler pose. You're gonna bring the soles of your feet together. You can do this in the chair if you're seated too. Bring the soles of your feet together. And we're gonna do arms up. We're gonna do chest flies. So your arms are gonna open and close. Right, at the same time, we're gonna do the legs. All right, so start with everything open, and then you're gonna close your legs and open your arms at the same time. So open and close together, right? So you've got that coordination happening. Knees together, hands together, knees apart, arms apart. Good. Stay with that. Got three more. And then last one. Okay. All right, relax those arms down. Release your weights. Just shake out the arms. Extend your legs if you want, shake out the legs. So now we're gonna add them all together. I'll show you what it looks like. So you're gonna start with the lift. You're gonna do bridge with a chest press and lower down. And then you're gonna do chest fly like this. Lower the arms. So it's lift, lower, open, close. Lift, lower, open, close. Keep going with that. Lift, lower, open, close. Two more. Lift, lower, open, close. Let's do one more. Lift and lower, open and close. And relax those arms down. Set your weights aside. Let's just bend those knees in and give yourself a little bit of a hug and circle. All right, let those feet come down. And let's bring our hands up behind our head. A couple more little core work here. So we're gonna float those legs up so your knees are gonna be right over top of your hips. All right, so we're gonna take a breath in, and then as you exhale, think about sinking your belly down. And then we're gonna slowly lift up the head off the floor and just look straight up at the ceiling, and then lower down. We're gonna do three more like that. So you're lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. Last one, hold it up there and lower the head down. And then we're gonna add on, so the next time you come up, we're just gonna do away with the legs and bring it back in. So it's lift, one leg goes away, comes back in, the other leg goes away, comes back in, and lowers down. We're gonna do that two more times. So you're lifting up, send one leg away, pull it in, send the other leg away, pull it in, lower the head. One more like that. Lifting up, send one leg, pull it in, other, and in, and lower down. Lower those feet. Release your arms and just winch over your legs here. Okay, so we're gonna roll to the side. Just take your time to come up. Okay, so we're gonna finish up with some push-ups. Right, so your options here with your push-ups. You can either do them on your knees, or you can do them at the wall. Right, so on the knees, you can do the modified push-ups, bring these down, bending and straightening your arms. We're gonna do 8 push-ups. And if you're doing it at the wall, you're just gonna have your hands on the wall, and you're gonna step your feet away, and we're gonna do them this way. Right, so you're pushing away from the wall. So you're gonna do 8 of them. You're gonna be honest and do them all. Right? And if you have to take a break and do 4 and 4, then that's what you do. That's how we get stronger. So I'm gonna do mine on the floor here. So if you're doing them with me, so go ahead and do it. And I'm just gonna do straight through and do them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way back and get stretch in child's pose. And then just roll yourself up. We're gonna finish up sitting in the chair. All right, so go ahead and grab your chair, have a seat, and we'll finish up with some stretches. All right, so sitting up tall, and we're gonna stretch the arms up, and then just hold on to opposite forearms, and just take a side bend, and then center, other side, and center. And then release those arms down. We're gonna fold forward. We're gonna grab underneath of your legs. So you're kind of holding on your forearms there. And then just soften over your legs. Take a stretch for your spine. Take a deep breath in and out. And then release the arms. We're gonna slowly roll up. Roll those shoulders. And then we're gonna sweep your right arm across. You're gonna hold on to your tricep here and just get that stretch across the shoulder. Sit up tall and breathe. Good, switching, arms go wide. And bring it across the left arm. Good, and then release that, and we're gonna bring both arms forward, clasp your hands, press your palms away, and we're going to stretch out that upper back and shoulders. Find that breath, breathing in and out. And then as you release it, we're going to bring our hands behind. We're going to grab onto your chair, and you might want to scoot forward a little bit. So I want you to lean away from it, so you're getting that stretch in your chest. So breathe here. One more breath, and then release the arms, sit up tall, roll the shoulders, shake out the arms, let's stand on up, and you're gonna stand beside your chair, and we'll take a breath in and out. We're gonna lift up the heels, so I want you to lift up, stretch up, reach your arms up nice and high. See how high you can reach your hands, breathe here, exhale, lower the heels, relax those arms down. And then we're just going to take one forward fold. You can use your chair if you want to forward fold there, or you can come all the way down to the floor. And just let your body hang over your legs. Kind of swish your arms back and forth. Swing them, crisscross them. Just let them feel really light. And then press down into your feet. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. And then once you get all the way to the top, just roll those shoulders back. And you guys are done. Great job tonight. All right, keep working it, and we'll see you next week.